you want to make a difference with your skincare, this is a must-have. I really want to share with you what we have coming up. This is a fast-absorbing serum that is going to really kickstart your skin into action. Retinol, we hear about it. We're going to talk about the purest form, the stabilized form, why that's important. It is brand new today under item number 430435. Again, it's our Neutrogena Dermatologics Retinol NX Serum that you're seeing right here. This is an introductory price of $65. So already $10 off. You are not going to find it anywhere else. It is totally exclusive to us, and we have interest-free pays for you to take advantage of as well. And that bottle there is going to last and last and last, because a little goes a long way. And to tell us a little bit more about it, he may be familiar to you. He actually is a board-certified dermatologist. He also has been seen on TV, whether it's as a medical correspondent for Extra, Dr. 90210. You've done some reality television as well. Well, Dr. Will Kirby, a pleasure.
The pleasure's all mine. Thank you very much for having me this evening.
So I really want to talk about this, because when we had our meeting, you know, I think we've all heard of the company and we've heard of retinol, and I really would love to know the point of difference about this
Well,
serum.
absolutely. I think, first of all, there's a point of difference with the company, which you alluded to earlier, which is this is Neutrogena Dermatologics. Like you said, Neutrogena is in 70 countries. 40 years of research and development have gone into their products, 20 years specifically in the stabilized retinol, but this is Neutrogena Dermatologics, the specialized professional division of Neutrogena. And what they did is they sat down, they put a focus on this company between two major groups, scientists and dermatologists.
Okay.
They put those two groups together and they gave them a challenge. The challenge was to come up with the most cutting-edge anti-aging products for the most discriminating, discerning patients. And that's exactly why they came up with this product.
All right. Now, we don't have anything else but this in this time that we're with you today.
That's correct.
Whatever skincare line we are using, we're going to incorporate our serum into that, right?
That's exactly the case, and I always tell people you have to build a hierarchy when you're looking at your skincare needs. You should always start with a broad-spectrum sunblock, and you have to have a stabilized retinol in your product lineup. And that's the most important, one of the, if not the most important things you can do. The beauty of this product is it has that stabilized retinol technology, and it also has another product in it called Tetrol E.
Yes.
And the marriage of these two products together gives superior anti-aging benefits.
And that is patented to
17
this
patents
line.
on it from the research and development team at Neutrogena Dermatologics on this stabilized retinol. So this is not a fly-by-night company. This is a company with phenomenal track record, phenomenal standards, and it's the #1, Neutrogena is the #1 dermatologist recommended company. So clearly they have a great reputation. You wouldn't have that reputation if you didn't make phenomenal products.
Well, exactly, and you are a dermatologist yourself, and I know that there's a lot to choose out there, and it can get very overwhelming.
So confusing.
Yeah, so retinol, I think we're all familiar with that, but stabilized retinol and the Tetrol, I mean, these are the key. This is the point of difference again.
Exactly. Let's talk about those individually. Stabilized retinol. Retinol is the purest form of vitamin A, and if you said to me, Dr. Kirby, what does it do? It increases surface cell turnover, and that is an absolutely imperative part of any anti-aging regime. And I always tell people, take a look at a young child you may know, a nephew, a niece, someone in your family. When kids are 10, 11, 12, they have beautiful skin, the tone, the texture, no fine lines, no wrinkles. And the reason is their skin cell is turning over very rapidly. As we age, those skin cell turnover, it slows down quite a bit. In fact, it takes 35 to 57 days for an adult skin cell to turn over on the human adult face. What retinols do, they increase that surface cell turnover and they diminish the looks of fine lines and wrinkles.
All right, now, Dr. Kirby, I am a very sensitive skin girl, and so I run screaming.
Okay.
You know, when I hear retinol and, you know, vitamin A and stuff, I've learned that is not something that somebody with sensitive skin would probably want to go
I think that's a great point, and that's really where my expertise comes in. As a board-certified dermatologist, my job is to educate patients.
Okay.
People tend to have trouble tolerating retinol, particularly if it's not stabilized. And there's a couple things that are absolutely imperative in the process of understanding how retinols work. Retinols take a little while to work. They take that 35 to 57-day trial period for that skin cell turnover to really see a clinical difference. So the key with the retinol is compliance. You have to use a tiny, tiny little bit every single night. This product is tested. It's for all skin types, including the most sensitive of skin. So even if you've had trouble with retinols in the past, I always tell people the proper way to try any retinol, pearl size amount is enough to cover your entire face.
Lovely spread. You know, the viscosity is beautiful.
Oh, it spreads really, really nicely. It's very silky, so it spreads very, very easily. But a pearl size amount is enough to cover your entire face. Like I said, it's even for the most sensitive skin types. Now, that said, you may get a little tingly feeling. You may get a little bit of flaking. You may get just a tiny little bit of redness. You may not, but if you do, that's absolutely fine.
Normal.
And in fact, I'm encouraged by that. Because what it means is we're seeing increased surface cell turnover.
And you were saying because it's so sluggish with the turnover of our cells, because it just kind of slows down, we want to actually have that turnover, and that means it's working.
Absolutely. If you see a little bit of flaky skin, people say, Dr. Kirby, I have flaky skin with my retinol. No kidding. That's what we want. You may not see it, or you may see it, but we want to see that increased surface cell turnover so that we know that we're diminishing the look of fine lines and the appearance of wrinkles.
$10 off, brand new today from Neutrogena Dermatologics. Not to be confused with Neutrogena that you're going to see, of course, at your drugstore. Great brand. It has been around for over 40 years in 70 countries. This is a completely different division, and we are, again, talking 17 patents. We are talking about skincare that is so unique and different. And you're seeing it exclusively here at the Shopping Channel for the first time. Dr. Will Kirby is here today. If you have any questions, if you want to order, please do at 1-888-2020-888. Don't forget, you can also check it out at our website at theshoppingchannel.com. So you're going to use this in conjunction with your own skincare line. Serums go on first on a clean face, Will?
Absolutely. You know, this is the thing. If someone comes into my office, if you come to my office in Beverly Hills, a celebrity patient or someone who I've never met before, just a regular person off the street, I tell them the exact same advice that I myself follow. Blank sheet of paper, let's make a perfect world of what we want for skincare. Number one, broad spectrum sunscreen every single day.
That's a must.
It's a must. You absolutely have to use a broad spectrum sunscreen with Helioplix in it every single day. Number two, stabilized retinol. And the beauty of this product is it also has tetrol E in it, which we haven't even really discussed.
No, that's right, because we talked about stabilized, sorry, and we'll talk about that.
And that's the beauty of this product. It's the marriage of these two ingredients. That stabilized retinol, which we all know and love, but also the tetrol E. Tetrol E firms, tightens, and restores. It's made of amino acids, which are the building blocks of life. So it's the marriage of these two ingredients that really give you that, that just outstanding, remarkable anti-aging result.
Tell me about the clinicals and things like that, because I think, you know, results, we're results driven.
I think that's absolutely true. If someone tells you a product, if it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. And you always have to say, give me clinical results that you can back up what you say. And that's exactly what the research and development team at Neutrogena Dermatologics did. So they did a study, a double-blind study with dermatologists. And what they found is after even the first use of this product, you get a lifted in appearance in as fast as 2 minutes. And that's really where the tetrol E comes in, because the tetrol E diminishes the diameter of skin cells by 18%. But you also get exceptional hydration, and it lasts up to 24 hours. So I think a lot of people, you know, people who want that initial tightening effect and want to see that hydration, you get that very quickly. After 4 weeks, that's when I'm really pleased with the results you see. 97% of users in this study showed improvement in the appearance of crow's feet and fine lines. 97% after 4 weeks. And at 89% after 4 weeks showed improvement in the appearance of stubborn forehead wrinkles. So when you talk about fine lines, when you talk about crow's feet, when you talk about forehead wrinkles, those are all problem areas for anybody who's worried about the aging process.
No, exactly. We've given you an extra easy pay. I want you to know right now, here's your opportunity to discover the Neutrogena Dermatologics line for the first time before anyone else in Canada gets it. Again, it is your Retinol NX Serum that you're seeing with that stabilized retinol with that tetrol E that we're going to talk about a little bit more. But continuing with the clinicals.
You know, at 8 weeks, and we talked about, you know, you really need that 35 to 57 days cycle to really see that difference. And at 8 weeks, 70% of users showed improvement in the appearance of stubborn under the eye wrinkles. So when you talk about all those areas, when you talk about
the key area, that's probably the first area we want to see results.
The eye area is where you really, you know, people really start noticing the first signs of aging. So when you talk about crow's feet, when you talk about under the eye creases, when you talk about the wrinkles on the upper face, the stubborn forehead wrinkles, all those areas, that's the vast majority of the face, and that's where this product works in every single area of the upper face.
Okay, now again, this serum is so unique. It has 17 patents. It is not available anywhere else, and here's your opportunity to just, you know, up the ante with your skincare regime that you're using right now. Something else I wanted to talk about is the hydration factor, because again, I am more of a cream girl than a serum girl. Selfishly, I can talk about my experience.
Oh, please do.
Because I find that sometimes I definitely have to put serums and then creams on. To hear about a hydrating serum is really nice, because that's not always